Talking shit about Bo online, you're a coward. Absolute coward.
Yeah, stock way up, tight end Adam Troutman going after the trolls, specifically Dragon Slayer 69.
Dragon Slayer 69 with his 7-Eleven Slurpee in his mom's basement. I don't give a shit what he has to say, right? And Bo doesn't either.
My only note, Adam, is don't say he blanks it out.
I mean, it says a lot. You know, he blanks it out.
To me, that sounds like you're trying to censor saying he rubs it out. Despite the Broncos desperately needing a shoehorn, they overcame and beat the Chiefs 22-19. And they did it without J.K. Dobbins, without Pat Surtain, and without shoehorns. The first team in the Super Bowl era to win without a shoehorn.
Well, now they shoe-dini. You can even use them on sneakers.
How does it feel to lose to a Super Bowl you didn't know you were even playing in, Kansas City? Huh? Well, you did. You lost. And it means you're the only team in NFL history to lose 2 Super Bowls in a 9-month span. It's a shameful stain on your organization that you'll never overcome. And yes, it is a new worst, but...
Call an ambulance! But not for me!
Not for me! Sorry, I'm losing my voice from all the yelling. The joyful yelling. Turns out the screams of joy are even harder on my vocal cords. The Broncos won their Super Bowl today, defeating the Chiefs. Plus, they defeated the Super Bowl champion Eagles earlier in the season. So I think that means the Broncos have to go to the Super Bowl now. And if we want to get really weird, Oz the Mentalist basically predicted a Rams-Broncos Super Bowl when he visited the Rams last week.
We're in the Super Bowl. See that happening in your mind? Write down the score in the palm of your other hand. It's the Broncos, isn't it? It's the Broncos in your mind. Am I right? I knew it was.
Now, if we can get Oz to do his head wizardry and mind control on the refs to stop flagging the poor Riley Moss, the Broncos just might win that Super Bowl too. The Broncos are 9-2. They've won 8 in a row. The Panthers have a better record than the Chiefs. Yes, the Panthers. My doctor just started me on medication that will help me grow into a real-sized man. We just can't lose. I can't lose. This is what the ride was supposed to feel like. Let me break down the new, but not for me game ever. Please subscribe to this GD YouTube channel. We crossed 822,000 subs during my live stream of the Broncos game. We gotta try to get to 830 by the end of November, or nobody gets Thanksgiving, and pilgrims will be executed until we get there. Dumbest soundbite of the week goes to Nick Wright, saying, "There was no chance the Chiefs lose this game."
It's a moot point. Because there is no chance they lose this football game.
What was that, Nick?
Because there is no chance they lose this football game.
What?
Because there is no chance they lose this football game.
Can't tell if the safety's going deeper now.
What?
In the clutch! And the Broncos have won it!
Huh?
Now speak up, let the class hear you.
Because there is no chance they lose this football game.
Oh, but they did, Nick. Nick Wright? More like Nick not correct. Ha! Gotcha!
The dynasty is over.
Punter Jeremy Crawshaw had a really rough game in primetime against the Raiders, but he bounced back and averaged 52.3 yards per punt in what we've deemed the Crawshank redemption.
Hope is a good thing, maybe the best of things, and no good thing ever dies.
Yes, I began the highlight recap with punter stats, just for that wordplay. Wordplay is my foreplay. That's how I get off. Are the Broncos frauds for only barely beating a pedestrian 500 Chiefs team by just 3 points? I personally cannot call the Broncos a contender until they beat a real team. The first half of this game was a defensive stalemate. Denver failed to get anything but field goals despite a great opening drive. The first play of the game was actually a Chiefs sack. Oh, God. But Bo Nix converted a 3rd and 7, a 3rd and 11, and that goddamn Sean Payton ruined the momentum on the opening drive by dialing up another terrible trick play. probably to try and prove to us his trick play against the Raiders was not dog shit. It is, Sean. If your trick play requires your quarterback to mimic Pat Surtain, it's a dumb idea. Now, Denver got a 60-yard punt return by Marvin Mims. Oh, thank God he's back. I love you, Marvin. A Kansas City penalty moved that all the way up to the 11. And from the 11, Denver could only get a field goal, but that's all they would need. The Chiefs got a couple field goals in the first half because the NFL officials hate white corners. Patrick Mahomes had a Jahdae Barron pick six called back because of illegal contact. It's picked off! Interception! We're going into the end zone! Fuck, there's a flag! Mahomes is pointing for pass interference, you cock! Yeah, you guessed it, Riley Moss. A penalty Tony Romo called a coin flip call. Romo defended the idea of it being a bad call for almost the entire drive until Denver picked off Patrick Mahomes again in an amazing ball don't lie moment. Picked again! Ball don't lie! Ball don't lie! Sure, the Broncos also got two penalties right after that interception, during the interception, completely negating the glorious return by Jaquan McMillan. And there's a flag on the field. There's another flag. I wonder if that's going to hurt us. McMillan returns it. It's out of bounds. Oh, Jesus. But we still got the pick. 2 interceptions and 3 penalties. If that ain't some Broncos devil magic, I don't know what is. The refs put a bounty on Sean Payton and then had the balls to flag him for it. Denver scored their only touchdown of the game after halftime on the full team push for Jaleel McLaughlin into the end zone. The McLaughlin group at its finest. Riley Moss was not flagged on that Jaleel McLaughlin touchdown, but I know the refs wanted to get him. Riley Moss got his 3rd penalty of the game, and Travis Kelce talked so much shit to the crowd after scoring a touchdown that I think his redwood is staying very dry tonight. Mile High's a big stadium for Tay-Tay, Trav, and she plays here a lot. Oh, they blocked the kick! They blocked the kick! Okay, 3-point ball game. Still a 3-point game. Bo Nix never wavered. He led a game-tying drive with Will Lutz hitting his 4th field goal of the game. And after a Jaquan McMillan blitz stopped Kansas City dead in their tracks, Nix led a game-winning drive. And on that game-winning drive by Nix, maybe the play of the game was converting a 3rd and 15. A 3rd and 15 against the Chiefs as he hit Cortland Sutton, of course, to move the chains. And hit Troy Franklin, of all players, to get into field goal range. Just an incredibly clutch throw by Nix, a great grab by Franklin, and Big Nuts Lutz hit his 5th field goal in a near identical situation to the block from last year, but this time it goes right down the gooch. And you know what? Riley Moss was not flagged a single time on any of Will Lutz's field goal attempts. Stock up Adam Rank, who never not believed. That's how the Broncos defeated the Chiefs 22-19. Now I'm going to tell you what was really important from this game. Stock up the Devil leaving Kansas City for Denver. What would you expect with a halftime score of
6-6-6 at halftime?
Sorry, Kansas City. The Devil loves us again. Bo Nix had another very good game against the Chiefs. 295 passing yards, no touchdowns, okay, but no picks either. And he simply made numerous very good throws in key moments. I loved how he worked rookie Pat Bryant into the passing game. Bryant had 5 receptions for 82 yards and would have had more, but left the game for a bit to get evaluated for a concussion. But Bryant's coming along nicely. Stock down Patty Mahomes, who lost this game on the opening drive. Basically, he had not 1, not 2, but 3 Mahover throws. That's right, Mahover throw. This Mahover throw. Mahover throw and Mahover throw. 3. Did I say there were 3 of those fuckers on the same drive? Oh, is Patrick Mahomes regressing? Should the Chiefs have drafted Deshaun Watson? Multiple overthrows, multiple drops by the Chiefs in this game, multiple picks on the same drive by Mahomes. The Chiefs just do not look great. Stock up Walmart, who owns the Broncos, of course. And the Broncos are so goddamn rich now, Kevin Costner's showing up to our games for some reason. Must be the money, right?
Must be the money.
stock down Tony Romo for being impressed with Patrick Mahomes while saying Mahomes hadn't completed any of his deep throws yet.
He's taking shots, even though they haven't completed it yet. But that will back this defense off and scare you from blitzing.
Look, Tony, if that was Bo Nix, would you be saying the same thing? Would you be impressed if Bo Nix hadn't connected on any of his deep passes? What exactly is impressive about a QB that's 0 for whatever on deep balls with just 3 points? Tell me, Tony, please. So when Bo has his next bad game, I know how to handle it. Teach me what you learned at the Chris Collinsworth School of Unnecessary Glazing. Please teach me, Tony. I won't even ask you what you think when we see Mahomes squirt that juicy water right into his mouth, you sick bastard. Stock down NFL officiating. I'm not even complaining about the holds like this one going uncalled. I won't bore you with the 2 bad spots the officials dicked the Broncos with. I'm not complaining about the pick 6 getting wiped for an inconsequential illegal contact or the illegal harassing of our white corner. The NFL clearly has no intention to end racism against white corners, but I'm not talking about any of that. The refs, though, blowing this play dead when Jaleel McLaughlin was in the process of breaking a tackle and about to turn a 5-yard loss into a big play, unforgivable. I'm not even saying this game was unfairly officiated. I think the bad calls kind of evened out. I think the refs missed a false start on the Troy Franklin catch that sealed the game for the Broncos, but they also missed this pass interference on Troy Franklin that probably prevented a touchdown. Assuming Troy would have caught it. And that is a dangerous assumption. He had a couple terrible drops in this game too. And had he not redeemed himself at the end of this game, I would have purchased him some bifocals to see better, which were invented by his grandpa, Ben Franklin.
Didn't Ben Franklin have syphilis?
Yes, but I don't. He did, and so do the refs. Remember, the only way to stop bad officiating in the NFL is purchasing my coffee, Fuck the Refs, available at Benchwarmer Shop. It's a dark roast. Everybody loves it when they get it, and you can buy it. Always be closing.
Always be closing.
Doc down? Riley Moss. Not because he's a bad corner, but because he's white. There, I said it. I think we know he's actually pretty good in coverage most of the time. But he does need to fix the pass interference stuff. The first call on him, correct. What sucks is Riley has pretty good position on that first PI. That was his 6th PI of the season, which does make him number 1 for all corners, not just pasty ones. That's what PI means, pasty interference. The refs still can't believe what they're seeing when he sticks to receivers like White on Rice. Oh, was he ever guarding Rashee Rice in this game? Oh, that's cute. The other pale interference call came on 3rd and 19. That set up the Travis Kelce touchdown. But the really wrong call, in my opinion, was the illegal contact on Riley Moss that wiped the pick 6. So the Chiefs scored 10 points on those calls, and the Broncos had 6 points erased from the scoreboard because of those 3 calls. And it was just confirmed by the NFL that Riley Moss will get pass interference even though the Broncos are on a bye this week. I think he's got like 8 defensive pass interference calls on the season, maybe 9 now. He leads the league, so it does need to get cleaned up, even if they're not all his fault. What I really hated about the second PI call, if I can be serious for a moment, is that the receiver cuts back to the underthrown pass, right? We see that a lot. But the receiver's allowed to put his hands on the corner to shift his momentum back up the field. It's a tough position for any corner, an impossible position for a white corner. Again, I'm not mad at Riley for that one. He has good position, just gets dinged for the underthrow PI. My solution is give Riley the reverse Michael Jackson skincare program. Or call him a linebacker and then just line him up at corner like usual. Stock up? Well, it's been up since he arrived, but Talanoa Hufanga, he's just good. He's really good. Let me showcase one of his best plays in this game. There's 4 minutes left in the 4th quarter. Denver just punted with the game tied at 19. And on first down, Patrick Mahomes goes to old reliable Travis Kelce. Hufanga reads it, breaks on the play perfectly and swats down the throw for an incompletion. Making sure Travis Kelce isn't beating you in the fourth quarter is so refreshing to see for this team, considering that man has terrorized me since he entered the league. Third downs, fourth quarters didn't matter. I tried several times to get him on a terrorist watch list to no avail. So thank you, Talanoa Hufanga, for not negotiating with fucking terrorists. And United States government, if you are listening, if you want to recruit men to be United States soldiers, just use this photo of Bo Nix. Holy Pledge of Allegiance, that gets my pole to rise. Stock up, Jaquan McMillan. The Broncos officially ended the game with 3 sacks. Rookie Q Robinson and DJ Jones shared a Mahomes sandwich with 1 sack, which the only sandwich that sounds worse to me than a Mahomes sandwich is the one Jared Fogle tried to sell me in 2002.
And how's Jared these days? He's looking better than ever.
The other 2 sacks came from perfectly timed corner blitzes by Vance Joseph. One right before halftime that made sure Kansas City didn't get any points to take the lead. Mahomes has a Hail Mary attempt and Vance sent McMillan on the blitz. Brilliant. And then he diabolically dialed up again another corner blitz on 3rd and 10 in the fourth quarter. Plus Jaquan had that interception earlier in the game, so 2 sacks and a pick for a corner is a crazy stat line. You get the Big Dick Player Award, Jaquan, as your big dickedness was on full display for the world to see. Marvin Mims, go ahead and slice yourself off a piece of that award to savor. The punt return game is dangerous with you back there, and it was a dynamic, badly missing while you were injured. Look, guys, the Broncos defense is for real. We know that. We know that now. The offense is not perfect, but Bo Nix played smart football, and in 2 real matchups against KC, he led game-winning drives in each of those games. If you talk shit about Bo Nix on Twitter, well, you're probably me when the team is losing or someone who only watches primetime games. But he's developing, and I think Bo Nix can be very good in this league for a long time. And Sean Payton may be a smug prick.
Coach, the defense has done its part, but the offense stalled after that first drive.
Listen, this is to our advantage. The team we're playing is more of a first-half team.
But he's funny as fuck sometimes, and that I love. Go Broncos. Oh, God. 9-2 going into the bye week, led by our defensive fucking dominant team. It is like 2015. Thanks for watching That's Good Sports. Please subscribe here on YouTube. You gotta subscribe. You gotta subscribe. You gotta subscribe. Because if you gotta subscribe, you just gotta subscribe. And when you gotta subscribe, you gotta put the
dynasty is over. The dynasty is over. The dynasty is over. The dynasty is over. The dynasty is over. The dynasty is over. The